nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus.
Ayan guys, good po sa inyo lahat. Again, this is Sheila Sinyo Gaming. Welcome to our stream. So again guys, don't forget to like and share our stream. Yan, continuation po ito ng Metal Gear Solid 1. Shoutout nga po pala kay Danilo, kay Otaku Sama, kay Kevin Vitalicia na Pogi Pro Max. So, diba sa si Rian Oso. Yon, 2 Pogi Pro Max member nandito na. Si Otaku Sama sa kasi Nur Esan, good evening. Saka, and of course, shoutout to Gyro din. Thank you so much for the 100 stars. Thank you, thank you. Shoutout kay Mar. Thank you sa pag-drop by. Shoutout kay Earl Luis. And of course, shoutout din sa kay Rian. Thank you so much sa pa 50 stars. Grabe. Ay, sige, sige. Tignan natin yun. Ay, nag-post to si, si Miss Jenica, finally. Akala ko kayo, ay, yun din yata yung stream niya, di ba? May stream din siya. Yun, drop by ako mamaya. Yun. Shoutout kay Sir Jimmy. Member din ng Pogi Pro Max yan, guys, si Sir Jimmy. Tatlong Pogi Pro Max member na yun nandito. Actually, 4 pala. Si Jaro din, si Kevin Vitalicio, si Rian, at saka si Sir Jimmy. 4 na. Yan, shoutout sa inyong lahat, guys. Thank you to sa kota ko sa baka sa kay Sir Jimmy. 10 PM. Kasi di ba naalala ko nung dati, madaling araw na. Or hanggang madaling araw. Thank you ulit sa pa 30 stars 3 yan na. Maraming salamat. Ay, okay, March 10. Akala ko mamayang 10 PM. Pero okay lang yun. 2 days from now, drop by pa din ako. Shoutout kay Jay Villar. Good evening. Shoutout kay Aya. Yun, Pogi Pro Max member din si Aya. Shoutout din kay Din. Ay, good evening kay Golden. Ay, shoutout kay Kanji. Good evening.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification, but my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from, my age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s, a dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead.
Ay,
from
shoutout kay
starvation,
Roy!
and he shared
Dito
his
rin pala si
rations
Roy.
with me. Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America.
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About
Uy, thank you so much pa 150 stars, Makmak!
Foxdie
Grabe na
is a type of
surprise naman ako
retrovirus
doon.
that targets and
Thank you
kills
so
only
much,
specific
Makmak.
people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Foxdie contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Foxdie.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Foxdie as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake, I...
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake...
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Foxdie was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Ay, shoutout kay Jella. Good evening. At saka kay Josel. Uy, welcome back, Josel. Ano nang balita sa'yo? Uy, okay lang yun, Makmak. Thank you pa rin, Makmak, ah. Maraming salamat. Shoutout pala guys sa 23 na live viewers natin dyan. Again, don't forget to like and share our stream. Yan, sana pakikalat na po ng stream, guys. Yon! Health conscious si Giselle galing gym. Kamusta? Kamusta pag sa gym? Thank you, Makmak. Super laking help, promise. Super laking help talaga.
Snake! Snake!
Oo nga, ngayon lang ulit nagparamdam si Giselle eh. Kamusta, Giselle? Yun, may bagong baon na joke si Giselle. Actually, patapos na daw ito, Rian eh. Isa tayong viewer nagsabi na kaya daw tapusin daw ito ngayon eh. Or if ever man na hindi ko talaga alam na patapos na to. Oy, may knock-knock joke si Giselle.
3 confirmed. PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No, why?
Ready.
Patapos na pala to.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful.
Oo nga daw.
What?
Malapit na daw. Shoutout kay Master Chief.
I thought
Good
we might get the
evening.
information from you, Snake.
Kaya
So
naman
I
isang
had
oras
decoy
yun.
Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief.
Oo, wala mo na spoiler guys. Wala mo na
Unfortunately,
spoiler.
Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox-Die vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ay, sorry. Who's there pala?
Pentagon's plan to
Pasensya.
use you was already
Ah, 1.5.
successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know.
Depende.
Poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Si Liquid! What the F? Ah, Metal Gear 4. Yun yata yung story ni Naked Snake eh. Shoutout kay Joshua. Saka kay Jeff, good evening. Ay, di ba Makmak? Nanonood ka din kay Ma'am Jade, kay Miss Jade. Meralco. Shoutout to Angel.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
So March 10 na daw ulit mag-i-stream si si Miss Jenny kay Makmak.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Oh, puyatan mode na naman, kaya kape. Ayun, Gasmas, thank you, Master Chief. Shoutout kay Irmao, good evening.
Liquid! Snake! Did you like my sunglasses? You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy Octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox-Die.
Fox-Die? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox-Die's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox-Die's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Armstech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes. Yeah! Snake, your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon. Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother. Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century.
It's moving.
Sabi ni Sammy daw, ano daw, RE. Oo, RE talaga next stream. Rex yung name nung next sa kalaban. Shoutout kay John Paulo. Sabi ni Master Chief Twins, triplets kamo. Si ano? Liquid Snake, Solid Snake, at saka si, Naked Snake. Uy, shoutout kay Rian ulit. Thank you sa pa 150 stars. Yun. Tuloy na yung RE4 remake natin dahil dyan. Thank you, Rian. Aware ako talaga, matagal na magkakapatid sina Naked Snake, Solid Snake, saka sina Liquid Snake. Solidus ba? Solidus. Ganun talaga PS1 eh. Thank you, Ongski. Thank you, Master Chief. Yon, thank you, Master Chief. Thank you, Ongski. Yung Xenogears, narinig ko lang dati yun eh. JRPG pala yun, yung Xenogears. Ay, welcome, Sammy. Kapag in-straight, 40 hours din. Mahaba nga. Pero feeling ko, mas mahaba ang ano dyan, yung Chrono Cross.
Did that do it?
Nice try, Snake! Die!
Hurry! Get away! Grey Fox.
The name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
So it is you.
You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back to hell!
May pangalawang part pa pala to.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi?
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister. But every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Fox!
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox!
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
No!
No, I can't do it.
I can
No good. I can't do it. No, I can't do it. It's no good. I can't do it.
Neither truly alive
No,
nor
I
truly
can't
dead.
do it.
An undying shadow
No,
in a world
I
of
can't
light.
do it.
But
It's no
soon,
good. I can't do it.
soon
No, I can't do it.
finally
It's no good. I can't do it.
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always
O, nakapag-chrono cross
thought I
din ako.
believed in
Tagal nga din.
Snake.
Hindi ko pa nga tinapos lahat ng ending nun. Hindi natatanggal yung scope, ay.
Foolish man! He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die! Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
Alright, sabi ni Joshua. Brute force. Yan nagagawa ng annihilation. Expendables tong si Sheila eh, no? Harap. Matapang ako, may annihilation ako. Suntukan na ba to? Sapakan na, yun. Sapakan na with liquid snake.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake. Liquid.
You're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created.
Actually, lahat sila maraming daldalan.
Created?
Pero yun nga, part of the story kasi. Oh, part 2, suntukan sa MGS. Suplex mo lang siya sa upper right, tapos suntukin mo pa isa-isa. Hindi yung combo na kay Sipa.
That's what the project was
Thank you, Jay.
It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes.
Anong franchise yun, Aya?
Everything from me before I was even born.
Oo nga, taba ng utak ni Kojima. Maski yung Death Stranding na lang eh. Ah, buhay pala si Solidus. So, bali 3 sila.
They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different.
Kaano-ano nila si ano? Kaano-ano nila Liquid Snake, Solid Snake, Solidus Snake, si ano? Si Big Boss.
Humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers. That's right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours. genome soldiers.
That's right.
Ah, si
They
ano,
are
Naked
our
Snake.
brothers,
Father
created
nila sa
artificially
genes.
through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments. 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right.
Ah, kay
We are all
Dante.
on the verge of death at the
Sa
genetic
DMC3.
level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
Meron bang clone
Want
sa
Big
Star
Boss's
Wars?
DNA so you can save your
Eh,
family?
thank you so much for
It's
50
very
stars
touching.
coming from
In
Jeff.
nature,
Maraming
family
salamat.
members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance
Ay, sa
that
Metal
their
Gear Solid
genes will
4,
be
doon sila
passed on to a new
magkikita-kita.
generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you. Look behind you.
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our
Yon
business,
sinabi na.
we're almost
Si
out
Big
of
Boss
time.
nga.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all?
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you. How about you, Snake?
Nice shot! You're out of time! You're out of time! You're out of time! You're out of time!
Oo nga eh. Ration number 1, o diba? Thank you, Master Chief. Shoutout kay Joday. Tawa ka lang, liquid bomb, maya ka kay Snake. Batista bomb. Asan na? Saan na lumipat yung original writers ng Suko din? Tapusin! Naging ano ah. Naging Ghost Fighter bigla ah.
Is that you? Snake! Oh, you're alive! Thank God!
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me.
Ay, good ending. Kasi boy si Meryl eh.
But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And
O diba, naging love story. Shoutout sa 17 live viewers, guys. And thank you sa 200 stars, Rian. Maraming salamat.
To see you again.
Eugene sa Kataguro lang, no?
That's my Kodak.
Ah, Eiyuden Chronicles. Yung yung latest.
Snake.
Tama lang yun,
It's me.
magtayo sila ng sarili
Otacon,
nila.
good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it.
tatakas
Who do you
pa!
think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
Anong ship sa Metal
What
Gear
are you
Solid
going
ko?
to do?
Madali na lang yan, sabi ni Rian. Shoutout kay John.
I'll stay here.
Sana
Are you
all nakayakap.
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otakon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man
Shoutout kay John Ariel.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Grabe si Otakon, ultimate sacrifice. Grabe. Ganun niya kamahal si Snake. O, diba? Ah, buhay ba si Otakon?
Meryl.
Ay, di ko lang alam. Nasa Metal Gear Solid 4 ba si Otakon? Shoutout kay Sir Reggie. Good evening.
Meryl.
Grabe, parang Metal Gear na naging Final Fantasy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love.
Sarap kurutin ni Meryl eh. Parang naging ano eh.
Too bad.
Tawag nito.
Let's get out.
Damsel in distress eh.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
Andun pala si Otakon sa Metal Gear Solid 4.
Hurry up.
So it means nabuhay si Otakon nga.
Hurry. Looking good, Snake. Hurry! I'll drive. Damn, a surveillance camera.
Shoutout kay sa Toru. Parang Cloud sa Katipa. Nisip ko, Ridowa sa Kaskol eh.
All right. I got it, Snake. Jump in. Fire that machine gun with your weapon butt. Shoot him, Snake. Snake, hold on. Uh-oh, Snake. Checkpoint.
Here they come.
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path. Okay, Snake, let's go. We're not out of the woods yet.
Here they come.
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
Akala nyo si Cardo Dalisay lang ang undying. Oy, thank you, Daniel. Anli Bala. Uy, shoutout kay Erickson. Thank you sa pag-drop by. Survivor sa Liquid no? Parang ipis lang eh.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Naligo sa bala si Snake. Okay lang yun.
Meryl.
Meron namang alliteration.
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
Uy, thank you sa pa 1,000 stars, Jex. Grabe naman yan sa paulan ng stars. Thank you so much.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Snake!
Survivor talaga tong si Liquid, oh. Thank you so much ulit, Jex.
Snake!
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry, I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expect you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, Your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world.
Hindi niya sinabi yung
He
totoo.
fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Hindi niya sinabi yung real thing. Pero sa
Maybe now
bagay,
he's finally found some peace.
ano, good thing
He
about
wasn't
Snake,
really my
diba?
brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost.
Bebe niya kasi talaga si Naomi.
A ghost looking
White
for a place
lies.
to die.
Oh. Hindi niya sinabi yung real truth.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
White lies nga.
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Oo nga, sakto
Yeah.
nga.
So when's
One
mine
hour and a
up?
half.
It's up to you how you use the time left to
Saktong-sakto lang.
you. Live, Snake.
Oh!
That's all I
O
can
si
say to
Naomi?
you.
Nasa MGS4 din. No need na rin kasi, sabi ni Aya. Kumbaga magtatanim lang ng galit si
Each person is born
Naomi.
with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But
Eh
that's not all
ganun.
there is to
Mapagbalingan
life.
si Solid eh.
I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know
Pasin
who
ko nga,
I was.
Si
where
Snake
I
yung trigger ng Pax Die.
I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life.
Sabi ni Erickson, it's better to tell hopeful lies than
But I was
painful
wrong.
truth.
I didn't find
Lalo na pag
anything.
alam mo sasama lang
I
yung loob
didn't
ng tao
learn
sa'yo eh. No?
Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah.
Ay,
Someone
moment!
like you.
Ah! Sabi like you!
Maybe that's the real way to live.
Pinagpalit mo agad si Otakon, hayop ka, Solid Snake. Bruha talaga to si Meryl. Gusto ko sa bunutan to si Meryl eh. Mas gusto ko talaga yung pairing ni
where
Solid
to,
Snake sa kanya
Snake?
Otakon eh.
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
David. Dave!
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
Thank you, Daniel. Life is what you make of it, sabi ni Sir
Spring brings new
James.
life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea.
Ay talaga, di na
caribou,
pabigat si Meryl
most
sa
of all,
MGS po. Dami paligoy-ligoy, sabi ni David. Thank you, Makmak. Thank you,
I'm gonna
Golden.
like this new life.
Thank you, Joshua.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
Shout out to Truong from Vietnam. 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all times. Oh, 1 million times sa lakas do sa Hiroshima. To reduce the deployed strategic nuclear warheads to 3,000 to 3,000 from each nation by December 31. Yan. However, as of 1998, there still exists 26,000 nuclear warheads in the world. Isipin nyo guys, matagal na tong game na to. Paano pa kaya ngayon? Siyempre, maka naka-stealth yan, hindi lang natin alam. Diba? Shoutout kay Rian. Uy, thank you, Rian, ha. Oo nga pa, yun din naisip ko, Golden. Parang sa RE4, kasi sa RE4 nga lang jet ski. Ito nga lang snowmobile. So, ayan guys, again, sa mga nag-drop by po pala ulit, ayan, sa mga nag-like, sa mga nag-share, sa mga send the stars. Ayan, thank you so much, saka see you ulit by tomorrow. Ayan pala guys, since malapit nang i-release ang Resident Evil 4 Remake, maglalaro muna ako ng RE2 and then mag-RE4 na original. Kasi aabangan natin yung aabangan natin yung RE4 remake eh. Pag isusunod-sunod natin yan. Na all may stealth. Ay, welcome, Eman. Sabi ni Erickson, actually, trivia, 80,000 nuke warheads ang accounted na from last 2017. Oh, 2017 yan ha. Paano pa ngayon? Ano nang year ngayon? 6 years have passed. At saka syempre, yung sinabi mo na yan, Erickson, yun lang yung mga confirmed. Paano yung mga hindi pa confirmed? They all in status, sabi ko na sa Jim. So, ayun. Again guys, sa mga nag-drop by, sa mga nag-like, sa mga nag-share, sa mga set the stars, sa mga bumili ng supporter badge. Grabe guys! Thank you so much. Wala yung stream ko kung hindi dahil sa inyo. You always keep this stream possible. Yes, this is created by Hideo Kojima. Ayun. So, good night sa inyong lahat. See you ulit by tomorrow.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life, and then live.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.